son, you know you're capable. Sometimes you gotta push the cart when there ain't no horse to pull it. It ain't no real big secret, it's just that you try, while others are content but wonder why, oh why, oh why. How's it going? How you doing, my friend? It's been a long time since we've had a conversation. How's it going? How you doing, my friend? Yeah, man, I know what you're saying. I felt the same way too. This time about a year ago, I was feeling just like you. I was standing next to the lake, water started getting high. Well, I had to head up for the hills, I did not want to die. How's it going? How you doing, my friend? It's been a long time since we've had a conversation. How's it going? How you doing, my friend? Just like in God Park's desperados waiting for a train. When my time is over, if I happen to meet that fate, well, I hope that you'll be there, Grandpa, to greet me at the gate, singing, how's it going? How you doing, my friend? It's been a long time since we've had a conversation. How's it going? How you doing, my friend? How's it going? How you doing, my friend? It's been a long time since we've had a conversation. How's it going? How you doing, my friend? How's it going? How you doing? Here we are again, all together now. Do you like the Mystery Science Theater thing we got going on, huh? Do you like that? I like it. Ooh, look, it's pointing to my logo. Can I do it? Oh, it's tricky. There you go. Klyma.bandcamp.com, that's what it's pointing at. Who all in the house? Cindy Barrett in the house? No way. Susan Jaworski joined? No way. Cindy, happy belated birthday. I saw it posted on the Mighty FB the other day, and then I meant to send you a text, and I forgot, and now I see it in the room. I'm like, happy belated birthday. Let me see if I can do the thing where we put comments on the screen. Let's see, I think I do like this.
Oh, yep, there it is. Look, it's working. Jeff Gaynor in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's guest is the High Test String Band. On December 3rd, our next show, Jeff Gaynor going to be our musical guest. We got some other really fun stuff lined up for December 3rd. It involves Aaron and Rand Bellavia, Via Bella. They were our musical guest back in September. They did a thing for us that is so great. Hello there, Paul H. Davis. Illinois in the house, Buffalo in the house. Where's we should do roll call. Everybody should post where they're chiming in from. This is how we make friends nationwide. Then you get to the point where you're traveling around the country after the pandemic, and you're like, who do I know in Buffalo? And you're gonna have all these friends. I guess I'm not hip enough to know what MCF is. Paul Gipp, MCF is the Moccasin Creek Festival, and if you check out the snake in the middle of the shirt there, this is the shirt from the second year. Pretty cool design, I do believe. And Moccasin Creek Festival is part of Poss Music Works. And Poss Music Works was founded by Bill Poss. And Bill Poss is in the High Test String Band. And the High Test String Band is our musical guest tonight. East Cobb, Georgia, Illinois boy. All right. Hey, Tim Brown. How you doing, buddy? Bill Poss in the house. Mr. Paul Gipp is a percussionist. All y'all looking at the comments right now, Polly and I used to have an acoustic duo. He was in a band I formed called Stone Church 4 bazillion years ago. And then when Stone Church was happening, we started doing solo acoustic, my brain, I'm sorry.
All right, hey, Tim Brown.
Acoustic duo shows together. Connecticut here, all right. Far out. How you doing, Michael? There's a thing right there from Bill Poss. Thank you for posting that, my buddy. Bill Poss and the High Test String Band going to play us a couple of songs tonight. We had today, the 19th of November, is the anniversary of Abraham Lincoln delivering the Gettysburg Address, and our friends at Vaudeville Puppets, Vaudeville Pictures, YouTube.com/Vaudeville Pictures. Peter Cancilla has sent us a video. Our friend Professor Monster Johnson is going to close the show tonight with a reading of the Gettysburg Address. You are going to love it. I got to see it just an hour or so ago, and it is awesome. Yeah, Linda, that was the sound of Becky tuning in on her laptop for a moment. What are you talking about, Susan? Tadaki is watching? What am I missing out on? We have Japan watching right now? Are we global right now? Hello, Japan. You know, I used to get told you got to dance like no one's watching, and for years I danced like no one was watching, and then cell phones got invented, and nowadays if you dance like no one's watching, not only is everybody watching, but they're filming you, and before you're done dancing like nobody's watching, you have gone viral in Japan. It's nice to know we've got Japan in the house right now. This is perfect. What's that there? Oh man. I'm enjoying this part. I'm enjoying being able to have a few minutes. There were a couple of shows where I experimented with trying to just like dive right into the show. I like this so much better. I like getting into the room, yapping a little bit, and hanging out with y'all. Not a whole lot of people chiming in on YouTube right now, but I hope you're having fun out there. I hope the comments will liven up. Right now the Restream bot seems to be taking care of business on the YouTube comments, but who's watching on YouTube tonight? Anybody I know out there? Don't ghost me. Comments help. Friends, there's no cover charge for the show. Generous donations are accepted at Venmo and PayPal, but here's the thing. The most valuable thing everybody can do, light up the comment section and share the videos. Please share the video. When you share the video, it helps ping an algorithm, and pinging the algorithm keeps this thing popping up in people's newsfeed. It tells Facebook and YouTube and all the other robots out there in the world, hey, people like this, we're watching it. So if you haven't already done it, please hit the share button on Facebook, share it on your page. That helps out immensely. I can't stress it enough. Sharing it on Facebook is so valuable. I do appreciate when people tip on Venmo and PayPal. A troubadour needs to eat. But yes, all y'all on YouTube, it works the same way with the comments. If you hit the comments and say, hey, how you doing? That's why I like the hand clap emojis, because not everybody knows what they want to say. They got nothing to say. They just want to watch the show. But hand clap emojis count as a comment. Little hearts and bears and all that stuff, it all counts as comments. So light it up, folks. That'd be great. Let's see, I'm going to play some electric guitar tonight. I hope to play some piano in the second half of the show. Going to start out acoustic. Yesterday was the 2-year anniversary of Malcolm Young of AC/DC passing away. I don't know necessarily that I'll play any AC/DC songs tonight. I don't have any planned. Just letting you know right now. I know you were probably thinking, Malcolm Young died 2 years ago, yesterday. I wonder if Greg's going to pay tribute to Malcolm Young. And I've been thinking about it, but I didn't work any songs into the show. So if I don't get to the AC/DC tonight, please forgive me, but I do have a video or two up on YouTube. And you can check it out there. Mr. Aaron Sugar, indeed. Share and enjoy. You're going to love the High Test String Band tonight. Bill Poss has written so many great bluegrass songs, and now he's got a band that plays bluegrass songs with him, and they're called the High Test String Band. And some of you folks out there in the Moccasin Creek world, in the Moccasin Creek Festival community, you're going to recognize all those cats. How are you doing, Anthony? Thank you for chiming in. Since I still got some time, I'll do it right over here on the laptop. Hey, look at the Mystery Science Theater thing. Woo-hoo-hoo. Kind of cute. I have to put that up because I don't think it shows. It's actually showing up all right on my shirt. Yeah. When I was practicing, I was wearing a black shirt. None of that stuff showed up. I'm going to probably change my shirt tonight. I feel like I'm pandering to Bill wearing this shirt. Who would wear this shirt for a show? I'll wear it. I'll start in this shirt, but I'm going to change t-shirts in a couple of minutes. Bill, you suck at emojis, Bill, but you are getting much better at the Twitter. Everybody following Bill Poss on the Twitter, he's been getting good at it. What was it you said on Twitter today about your wife suing you? Louie, how you doing, buddy? Mars Man, hello. Now we're doing it. Thank you, friends. Much appreciated. Yes. I didn't know there was an emoji for this, but I should have just assumed there was one. Yep, this week we got the High Test String Band. In 2 weeks on December 3rd, it's Jeff Gaynor. If all goes well, I think on December 17th, Ely Amy will be back, Rob and Kristen, and maybe Heather. I don't know. We're going to find out whether or not that happens. And Thursday, December 31st, we got a big New Year's Eve extravaganza coming your way. It's gonna start at 9 o'clock on New Year's Eve, and it'll go for 3.5 hours. All right, that's what we're working on right now. Aaron Sugar and I have a little bucket list, things we would hope to achieve. I see that it is 7:59. I'm gonna have to get off of this thing here soon and hit the button on the other thing to get the opening theme. Our friend Jeff Gaynor sings the opening theme every week. On December 3rd, you finally get to hear him sing some of his other songs. I know you're gonna love it. We did a special Stump the Band section too that I think is far out. All right, as far as I can tell, it is almost 8 o'clock. Show time. All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the comments. This week on All Together Now, it's the High Test String Band, featuring our good friend, Bill Poss.
My name is Willie Ford, and I do like to drink. I'll do what I can to make you think.
And Tony P returns to give us the odds. All this, plus the video wizardry and other shenanigans you've come to expect on a Thursday night. Thanks for being here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for your listening pleasure, Mr. Greg Klyma.
Water, drink my water. I ain't had near as much as I should. Bartender, don't you think you could put a little water in my drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Last night I got in at 4 a.m. and tonight I'll be going out again. Been sleeping like a log, waking up in a fog. I'm gonna take some good advice from a friend. She said I oughta drink my water. Yeah, I ain't had near as much as I should. Bartender, don't you think you could put a little water in my drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Here of late, I've been blacking out. I asked the doc, what could that all be about? He told me I'm a fool as he turned on his bar stool, spoke out of the corner of his mouth. He said I oughta drink my water. Yeah, I ain't had near as much as I should. Bartender, don't you think you could put a little water in my drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Now the moral of the story is I need help. 'Cause down at the bar, I'm not allowed to help myself. I've got a thirst I need to quench, y'all, and hydration is essential. Fill my glass, let's raise a toast to my health. Yeah, I oughta drink my water. I ain't had near as much as I should. Bartender, don't you think you could put a little water in my drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Yeah, I oughta drink my water. I ain't had near as much as I should. Bartender, don't you think you could put a little water in my drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Yeah, bartender, I do think I need a splash of water in my next drink. 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Wow! Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of All Together Now. Tonight's musical guest, if you haven't already heard me say it, it's the High Test String Band. Tony P is going to give us the odds. Professor Monster Johnson of the Vaudeville Puppets is going to do a reading of the Gettysburg Address here on November 19th, the anniversary of Abraham's very solemn, famous speech. Have something special in store for you closing out the show tonight. Bill Poss and the High Test String Band are here. They didn't play this one, so I'm going to play it for you. A little something from Bill's debut. No, from Bill's second record. Second record Bill Poss put out. Jack Rabbit and Other Love Songs. I had a dog. His name was Jack Rabbit. Throw him a stick, throw him a bone, he'd jump right up and grab it. Run like the wind, jump like a deer, there you have it. Best old dog a man ever had. His name was Jack Rabbit. My first wife was named Red Nellie. Laughed so hard, shake like jelly. She'd send Jack Rabbit to the grocery store with $1 in his collar and sometimes more. Well, I had a dog. His name was Jack Rabbit. Throw him a stick, throw him a bone, he'd jump right up and grab it. Run like the wind, jump like a deer, there you have it. Best old dog a man ever had. His name was Jack Rabbit. Well, you see a rabbit run, say get him, Jack. Count to 10 and he'd bring him on back. He could run a dead sprint through a holler log. He was half blue heeler and a half hound dog. Well, I had a dog. His name was Jack Rabbit. Throw him a stick, throw him a bone, he'd jump right up and grab it. Run like the wind, jump like a deer, there you have it. Best old dog a man ever had. His name was Jack Rabbit. Our first boy was named Red Jimmy. Hold up a stick, say jump Jack. Gimme that dog, grab it out of the air. Took first place at the county fair. Well, I had a dog. His name was Jack Rabbit. Throw him a stick, throw him a bone, he'd jump right up and grab it. Run like the wind, jump like a deer, there you have it. Best damn dog a man ever had. His name was Jack. Best damn dog a man ever had. Called him Jack. Best damn dog a man ever had. His name was Jack Rabbit. Jack Rabbit. Yeah, man. I should have, you'd think I'd been doing this for a while at this point. I should have put this up here so that I can see things like comments. That would be helpful. You'd think I'd done this before and would know that, but apparently I'm still learning. You can always learn something new, kids. Little message from your Uncle Greg. You know, I've been doing this bit. Come in close. I've been doing this bit lately called Question of the Day, and I didn't think too hard on the question of the day for tonight's show. I apologize, but I thought of one, and cue. Watching a lot of TV these days. I just recently found the Crown. Becky turned me on to the Crown there on Netflix. Watching the Crown on Netflix and then spending 10, 15, 20 minutes on Wikipedia. They're doing a pretty good job with the Crown. But also been watching some movies. Watched the original Bad News Bears a couple nights ago. What's the first movie? Here's your question of the day. What's the first movie you remember seeing in a theater? For me, it was a Disney animation called The Fox and the Hound. I am absolutely certain that's the first movie I ever went to see. The first movie I remember loving, of course, was the original Star Wars, A New Hope. Come on. Wow, my brother and I went to see that a couple of times. My brother is a lifelong obsessed with Star Wars. I love Star Wars. My brother, he's on another level with the Star Wars. That's the first movie I remember being like, holy wow, this is watching a movie. But I know, what's the first movie you ever went to a theater to see? For me, it was a Disney animation called The Fox and the Hound. I want to hear from you in the comments. Let me know, friends, what you got going on out there in nostalgia land. All right, put this thing out of my way and play you another song. We did a country tune, we did a bluegrass tune. How about some rock music? Yeah! Always better. The song is always better with dancers. Just is. 2, 3. You've gotten tough, your heart's been beat up, you said it only hurt a little bit. You've had enough disingenuous love and everything that comes with it. You get a thrill when you reel them in a little, then you turn away. Hey, what's a boy to do with a girl like you but give his heart a shot of Novocaine? Give your heart a shot of Novocaine. Don't feel anything, nothing gonna get to you. Give your heart a shot of Novocaine. Don't feel anything. No, no, no. There are nights when you feel alright, you don't need anyone around. Other times when your words don't rhyme, you wish he was there to write you a poem. You wanna keep him on a string when it look like it might be drifting. You can pull him back. Makes a boy wonder about your previous lovers and what they could have done to make you act like that. Gave your heart a shot of Novocaine. Don't feel anything, nothing gonna get to you. Yeah, give your heart a shot of Novocaine. Don't feel anything, no joy, no pain. I know about that condition. Be careful what you wish upon yourself. Might help to get you by like any temporary fix. Hollow you out unlike anything that you had ever felt. Give your heart a shot of Novocaine. Don't feel anything, nothing gonna get to you. Hey, give your heart a shot of Novocaine. Don't feel anything, no joy, no pain. Give your heart a shot. Give your heart a shot of Novocaine. Give your heart a shot. Give your heart a shot of Novocaine. Novocaine! Woo! Yeah! Let's see, we don't need any more dancers in there. Oh, thank you all so very much for the encouragement. I appreciate it very much. Got some good answers flying through here. I see we got our friend Lori Bousquet in the house, which means we got Buffalo, New York in the house, and we got Effingham, Illinois in the house, and we got East Cobb, Georgia in the house, and we got Japan in the house, and we got France in the house. We're international all together now. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody from England out there ghosting? Haven't seen too many people on Twitch make any comments. I don't know if you're out there. E.T. is a great movie. All y'all that have E.T. as an answer, that's fantastic. What else is going on in here? What did I miss? The Blob. Yeah. It's a mad, 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 mad world. I've seen that once. I need to maybe track that down and look it up again. Mr. Roberts. I don't recall ever hearing it. Bambi. How nice. Hey, Becky Owens. Thank you so much for being here. Wow. Tom Sawyer. Far out. Some good answers, everybody. If you're just tuning in, wondering what the hell is he talking about, I asked the question of the night. What's the first movie you remember seeing in a theater? Tell us. Everybody wants to know. Let's see now. You know what? We got the High Test String Band on the show this evening, and they feature Bill Passalacqua, and y'all know Bill Pass and I wrote a song a long time ago called "One Foot in the Grave." We wrote a couple other songs around that same time that neither one of us ever memorized. I don't even know if I'd have to look really hard to try to find the lyric sheets. But more recently, about a year ago, maybe? I think it was a year ago. Could have been 2 at this point. This year feels like 4 years ago going by, so could have been forever. I don't know. What is time? It's just an illusion, friends. Time is just an illusion. So Bill Poss and I put our heads together on the songwriting thing again. I thought the name of the song was "Let Me Die in Kentucky," but I have been proven. Well, it has been proven that I don't know how to title songs. I just don't. I title a song and then everybody refers to it as some other thing. So, I give up on titling songs. I give them a working title. That's about the extent of it. And I thought this was called "Let Me Die in Kentucky," and Bill clued me in that it's actually called "Bluegrass Moon." So this one, I'm going to send this out to all you waltzers out there. This will be the first waltz we hear tonight. Sometimes you watch a show and you see a thing comes on the screen and says, "Tonight's show is sponsored by," and then it's like, I don't know, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, or maybe, some other thing comes up and sponsored by. Tonight's show is sponsored by you. And the Venmo and PayPal information are currently above my head. If there's no cover charge, if you can't afford to, believe me, I know things are tight right now. I lost all my jobs the day the day that the shutdown went into effect back in March. My calendar opened wide. So I understand if things are tight right now. Stick around. Again, the most valuable thing you can do is light up the comment section, share the video with your friends. If you shared this on your Facebook page already, thank you so very much. If you got a few spare nickels, if you've been squirreling away the nickels, and you got a couple extra digital ones that you can throw in the Venmo or the PayPal tonight, I say thank you. And on to our first waltz of the evening, a little something written by Greg Klyma and Bill Poss. This one's called "Bluegrass Moon." I was born in a city under a bluegrass moon. Mama hummed mountain tunes. Daddy strummed his Martin guitar. I rolled in my sweet mother's arms. Ooh, blue moon over an old factory. You can't see the stars for the lights of the city. Lord, let me die in Kentucky. It's Becky Hall, everybody. My granddaddy moved north midway through the last century. Mama tells he really loved me. My heart swells when I think of the man who baptized my feet with soil from our homeland. Ooh, blue moon or an old factory. You can't see the stars for the lights of the city. Lord, let me die in Kentucky. They worked to make other men wealthy. They paid union dues till they died. Now the work is gone too. I still cry on the ride to his grave. I pray he finds peace in the Buckeye State. Ooh, blue moon or an old the stars, for the lights of the city. Lord, let me die in Kentucky. Lord, let me die in Kentucky. Becky Hall in the house. It's her house. Anyway, that's a song that Bill Pasalacqua and I co-wrote. Bluegrass Moon. You know, I'm feeling the need. I've been wearing the Moccasin Creek, Poss Music Works Moccasin Creek baseball cap. I'm wearing the Poss Moccasin Creek Festival t-shirt. I feel like I'm a bit of a sycophant here. I'm gonna go change my shirt. But in the meantime, my buddy John Weber out there in Buffalo, New York, he and I, a couple of years ago, I was passing through town. We got together for some drinks and some tunes, and I videotaped some of it. I want to show you what went down. Meet my friend John, would you please? Well then, here's to you, my friend.
Yeah, and you.
Did a little Gordon Lightfoot. How about a little Bob Dylan number? This one here. I've seen love go by my door. It's never been this close before. Never been so easy or so slow. I've been shooting in the dark too long. When something's not right, it's wrong. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Dragging clouds so high above, I've only known careless love. It always has hit me from below. Yeah, but this time around it's more correct. Right on target, so direct. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Purple clover, Queen Anne's lace, crimson hair across your face. You could make me cry if you don't know. Can't remember what I was thinking of. You might be spoiling me too much love. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Flowers on the hillside blooming crazy. Crickets talking back and forth in rhyme. Blue river running slow and lazy. I could stay with you forever and never realize the time. Situations have ended sad, relationships have all been bad. Might have been like Verlaine on Rambo. Yeah, but there's no way I could compare all them scenes to this affair. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Gonna make me wonder what I'm doing, staying far behind without you. Gonna make me wonder what I'm saying. You're gonna make me give myself a good talking to. I look for you in old Honolulu, San Francisco, Ashtabula. Gonna have to leave me now, I know. But I see you in the sky above, in the tall grass, and in the ones I love. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go.
Maybe one more.
All right then. Leaf blower guy, tell me why Our musical guest this week comes to us from Effingham, Illinois, and features our good friend Bill Pasalacqua. Please put your hand clap emojis in the comments. It's the High Test String Band. Take it away, guys.
All right, folks, we are the High Test String Band. That's Garrett Burris on the bass, Mr. Bill Martin on the mandolin, Tony Martin on the banjo, Kendall Scott on the guitar, and I'm Bill Pass. I'm going to sing a song that I wrote and play some guitar with it. It was about 1996, and I had moved to the Virgin Islands to live there in the winter in Woodshed, and I had sold all my belongings, and I imagined as I was getting ready for this trip that I was going to have a lot of fun on the beach and play music around bonfires on the beach and drink daiquiris with pretty girls and kiss the girls. And after about a month or so of being in the Virgin Islands, almost none of that had happened. I had played music and I'd been on a beach and I had been drinking, but I hadn't kissed any girls, I hadn't made any friends, and it was kind of bumming me out. And so thank you. So I was in St. Thomas for a period working at the Greenhouse Lounge, and there was another guy staying in the guest house where I was staying, and his name was Willie Ford, and Willie was also a guitar player and a songwriter, and he was quite a bit better than me, and so I hung around the pool with him late at night and would trade songs and talk and chat. He taught me quite a bit, and after about 2 weeks of this, I was so excited to have finally made a friend, After about 2 weeks of that, Willie asked me if he could borrow $200. And so being a waiter, I had $200 in my pocket. I said, hey, sure. I gave him $200, and he insisted I take his guitar as collateral. And so I took it hesitantly, but I put it under my bed. And a few days went by, and he was supposed to pay me back on Friday, supposed to get paid, pay me back, and Saturday rolled around and I hadn't seen him. So I thought, I had played a gig that night, and I went back to my room, and I thought, I'll get my guitar and meet Willie out at the pool. And I went to get my guitar, and his guitar was not under the bed anymore. So I thought to myself, oh no, someone has stolen Willie's guitar. And so then I went to find Willie, and someone had also stolen Willie. So I never saw Willie or the guitar again. But I did get the song out of it, and this is a song I wrote called Willie Ford. And it's not much in the way of forgive and forget, but the song has sold me quite a few records over the years and got me some gigs. So I guess I've got my $200 back one way or another. But this is a song called Willie Ford.
1, 2, 3, 4. My name is Willie Ford, and I am a rat. I'm a social parasite, and I can live with that. I've lost all connection with what's morally right. Between cocaine and treachery, I'm up all night. I act like a beggar, but really I'm a thief, aspiring to nothing and holding nobody. I am not a stranger, and I am not your friend. You don't get it now, but you get it in the end. Yes, you will. My name is Willie Ford.
you, Greg Klyma, for having us on All Together Now.
The High Test String Band, everybody, huh? Come on now. What do you see? Give it up. Put them hand clap emojis in the comments. Put your hand clap emojis in the comments for Bill Poss and the...
How about it for Greg Klyma?
Love that guy. Love me some little Poss. Everybody needs a little Poss in their life, friends. All right, let's see here. I was playing along. I was like, my name is Willie Ford. I think I want to play mandolin again. I haven't played it tonight yet. I said again, I was playing it earlier tonight. I want to play mandolin now. Hey, I get text messages sometimes, and that's cool. Becky, I cannot answer the door. Would you mind, please?
Oh, yeah.
Could you? Everybody knows that I'm streaming on Thursday.
Hiya, Becky!
Oh, no.
Yeah. Hiya, Greg.
Hey, Allegra.
How
How
you
you
doing?
doing? I'm doing even better now. How are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, it's so good to see you,
Oh,
Greg.
it's so nice for you to be
Man,
here.
you know
Does your
some-
mom know you're here?
Well, I mean, I was being...
Hey, that Halloween special we did was awesome.
Yeah, that was so cool.
You were so great. Everybody kept emailing me, telling me how great you are.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did they give you any cake?
They didn't give me any cake.
Does that mean they're saving
But-
it for me?
But I was going to play a different song, but we could play this one right here. Our song.
I love it!
It's Allegra, everybody. I wasn't born with my mother's good looks. I've got a big head and poor eyesight. Nature's given me a haircut I never wanted, but all in all, I guess I'm doing alright. Directions on the box say just add water. You can have your cake and eat it too. I ain't got much, but I'll tell you something. Add a little love and see what I can do. Sister's got a good job. She works downtown. Brother's got a house and he owns his own biz.
Yeah.
I can pick a tune for you on a guitar, but I don't even know what a bank account is.
Yeah.
Directions on the box say just add water. You can have your cake and eat it too. I ain't got much, but I tell you something. Add a little love and see what I can do. Now when I look for love, I never do find it. When I look for sadness, it's right in my face. When something good happens, I never do mind it. I'm looking for a way to get back to that place. Directions on the box say just add water. You can have your cake and eat it too. I ain't got much, but I'll tell you something. Add a little love and see what I can do. Directions on the box say just add water. You can have your cake and eat it too. I ain't got much, but I tell you something. Add a little love and see what I can do. Yeah.
Add a little love and see what I can do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Allegra Longfellow.
Hi, everybody.
Adding a little bit of
Oh, wait a
love to
minute.
the show.
My mama told me I gotta take off my shoes.
There you go.
Yeah. Now I got my stinking feet on here.
There you go. Now I need to think. Well, here's the thing. I set up another chair over there. You always seem to show up right around the time. that
Wait a
I
minute,
come-
I know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's time for cake.
We just...
I'm only goofing you, Greg.
Okay. I
You
was
know
like-
what time it is,
I
folks?
was in.
It's time for... Hey, Becky!
Hey, Becky! Hey, Becky!
Hey, Becky!
Hey, Becky!
Hey, Allegra.
Ah!
Everybody now, come on.
Hey,
All
Becky.
together now, do it.
Hey,
Hiya, Becky.
Hey, how are you?
It's so nice to see us.
I'm glad to see you.
Yeah,
I took my shoes off because I knew you didn't want me to put on my mama said that I ought to not put my
yeah.
shoes on your floor.
That's true.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Your mama's raising you right.
I don't really like raisins.
I don't either.
Yeah, because they're like, I like them when they were grapes.
I agree.
And sometimes when they're raisins, I get a little sad because they're like really small and a little bit creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're kind of
I
like
thought
dead
you
grapes.
liked creepy things.
Yeah, but they're like dead grapes. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Hey, Greg, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, I know you're trying to get it, but you know what? This is the part of the show where Becky sings a song.
Oh, yeah,
let
you want
me
to sing a
try one.
song?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I know one you might
I'm
know.
so, you know, it's so nice to see you here because it's like since this COVID thing, it's like I hang out with Becky all the time, but I haven't. I haven't
We don't
really
get too
seen-
many friends
I haven't
over.
really seen a lot of people, and now it's getting cold outside. I don't get to go outside. You're in my bubble.
Yeah,
You're
we're in the same COVID bubble
you're
because
in-
we're really responsible. Like, that's why they call it a bubble, because you gotta
Well,
be
it's nice
responsible.
to see you, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
and you gotta be responsible.
If you all didn't see the Halloween special that Allegra and I put together a couple weeks ago, it's available on the YouTube. You go to your youtube.com/vaudeville pictures, vaudeville puppets. Is it vaudeville?
It's vaudeville pictures.
It's vaudeville pictures.
We got puppets.
youtube.com/vaudeville pictures, and you got the Halloween together now.
Uh-huh.
Go check it out. It's so great.
Yeah,
So
it was
many
re-
people emailed me. You know,
It was such a fun time, really, because, you know, you didn't know too much about what Halloween was all about.
you taught me a lesson.
And I got to eat some
You
cake.
got some red velvet cake.
Yeah.
Now, we're talking enough. We're taking up all that Hey Becky's time.
Hey, Becky.
It's Hey Becky.
All right, I got a song
This
for
is
you.
the part of the show called Hey Becky. What do you got? Oh, what key am I?
G. How
Okay.
about G?
G.
Oh,
what
G,
key?
Greg.
Oh, G.
G is for Greg, and G is for G.
G.
Come from Alabama with a banjo on my
This
knee.
one.
Down from Louisiana, my true love for the sea. Rained all night, day I left, whether it was dry. Sun so hot I froze to death, Susanna, don't you cry.
Oh, Susanna, won't you cry for me? Come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee and a mandolin.
It's plenty good.
Wow, these guys is good.
Chorus also.
Nobody's singing.
Here we go. Another verse.
Got a voice?
Had a dream the other night, everything was still. Dreamed I saw Susanna gal coming round the hill.
Over there?
Pumpkin cake was in her mouth, tear was in her eye.
Hey.
Said I'm coming from the south, Susanna, don't you cry.
Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I'ma come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Or come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
I come from Alabama with a mandolin. Say, Becky, you're awfully good at that banjo thing.
Thank you.
How long you been playing the banjo thing?
A little bit long.
A little bit
Longer
long.
than you've been alive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's a really long time. That's what my mama says anyway. You know something, Greg?
I don't know nothing. Haven't you been watching the
Boy.
show?
Okay, I'll talk to Becky then. You know something, Becky?
I might know something.
Yeah.
Becky knows things.
Greg done told me that you teach the banjo.
I do.
Yeah,
Would
because
you
you know
like
what?
to learn?
Well, my friend Hippo plays the banjo.
Really?
And I was thinking maybe if you teach me, I could play it instead of Hippo.
All right, it's our secret. We could have a plan. We could do it.
Yeah. And then I'll be a banjo.
I like that it's not
And-
with Hippo, but instead of Hippo.
Well, you know, after all, I gotta make sure I protect my spotlight.
I met Hippo. She's nice.
There's a big tradition of girls and women playing banjo. I don't know what
Yeah?
sex Hippo
All
is,
together?
but yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Hippo's really like my little sister, you know.
Oh, Hippo is a girl. Perfect.
Yeah, she's we're really friends.
She's
you
a
know?
really good singer,
got-
Hippo. I did a
Hey,
duet
look,
with her.
look, we got like a healthy rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a healthy rivalry. That's good. I like that. Yeah.
it keeps us both really sharp and at our professional peak.
That's important. Hey, you were talking. Yeah. Would you? Yeah. Would you?
Yeah,
Becky knows it too.
you don't really. Wait, come here, Becky, come here.
You want to sing the lead?
What's that floating in the swimming pool?
Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug.
I can't wait to show it to the kids at school.
Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug.
I wonder how long it's been floating around. I bet it went in for a swim and then drowned.
Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug.
It got 6 hairy legs, 2 compound eyes.
Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead
I
bug.
ain't never see the thorax quite that
All together now.
size.
Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug.
It's a little bit black and a little bit green. Got a busted antenna and it's missing a wing.
Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug.
You know what I done?
Creepy dead bug.
I ran into the house all soaking wet. My dad said, "What you got there in that net?" You know what it was? Creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. So I put it in a jar and I took it to school.
Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug.
At show and tell, everybody said, "Ew! Wow! Cool!" Creepy dead bug.
Creepy dead bug.
You should have seen my teacher's face. He said it must have come from outer space. Creepy dead bug.
Creepy dead bug.
Creepy dead bug.
Creepy dead bug.
I told the tale of how the bug attacked. How I caught it just before it ate my cat. Meow. Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug. Well, that's the way that it all went down.
Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug.
I got a gold star for saving the town.
You deserved it. Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug.
My mom and dad is so proud of me.
Mine too.
You can come up to my room if you wanna see my creepy dead bug.
Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug.
Creepy dead bug. Softer. Creepy dead bug. Creepy dead bug. Faster. Creepy dead bug. 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 Oh yeah.
Allegra Longfellow on the creepy dead bug lead vocal, everybody.
Allegra, it's bedtime. Come on.
Hey.
What?
What?
What was that?
Allegra, it's bedtime.
I gotta go.
Thanks for being here.
Oh,
Sorry to keep her out late, Mrs. Longfellow.
bye.
Bye. Guess she's a little upset.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I'm gonna play a couple on the
yeah.
electric guitar.
Yeah.
Becky Hall, everybody. Allegra Longfellow. You might wanna pull that chair out of the way. Over there. Great. Let's see. I'll grab this guy over here, and let's see what I maybe move myself over this way a tiny little bit. Is that more sun? Yeah. Now let me. That was Allegra Longfellow, everybody. Creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. If you weren't with us for the Halloween special, you ought to go look up Halloween Together now. You will enjoy it. I solemnly swear. You will enjoy it. Let's see here. Hey, Jim Henderson, Ken Hall, how you doing, guys? Awesome, thank you for being here. Emma Cancilla is in the house. Awesome. Okay, let's see. I plugged this in. I think the amplifier needs to warm up a little bit. We got Bill Hasalakwa and the High Test String Band tonight, giving us some bluegrass. But Bill Pasta some rock and rollin' too. I think I might want to play one of his songs here in a minute. But speaking of rock and roll, got a last minute request for a song from my Driver album. If you don't have my Driver album yet, there's a version of it available on my Bandcamp page. Send this one out to our friend Laura in Rochester, New York. Goes like this. Rock and roll like you used to. You don't rock and roll like you used to. You don't want to do the twist. Got a new dance, it goes like this. Don't rock and roll like you used to. You don't rock and roll like you used to. You don't want to jump and shout. You just want to sit and pout. You don't rock and roll like you used to. You don't rock and roll like you used to. You yell and curse and shake your fist. I'd rather play a song that'll get me kissed. You don't rock and roll like you used to. Woohoo! 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 Never did get the whole techno thing. What do it mean if it ain't got that swing? Emo is dark, heavy metal is fast. It might work for some, but I think I'll pass. You don't rock and roll like you used to. Sing it with me now. You don't rock and roll like you used to. One more time, louder, everybody. You don't rock and roll like you used to. Woohoo! 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 Huh. You don't rock and roll. Paul Gipp, yeah, man, you can relate. Me too, brother. If you got here late, there's a question on the floor. The question of the night is, what's the first movie you remember going to see in a theater? Please let us know in the comments. Thanks to those of you who have tipped on the Venmo and the PayPal. You know, when all this COVID business is done, I hope to not play $50 bar gigs anymore. Sure, it would be nice to just book a whole bunch of house concerts and festivals and travel across the country catching up with old friends. Maybe there's talk with Pfizer, there's talk with Moderna of having a vaccine that's 90%, 94.5% effective. That's good news here in November of 2020. I would think that by next summer they'll have a lot of that manufactured and distributed, and I would hope that by next June we'll be getting together at festivals like Moccasin Creek Festival, and we can have house concerts again and big backyard parties. We should start talking about booking some of that stuff, because I would love to play live music for you, and I would love to play house concerts instead of playing tips and bar gigs anymore. Kind of tired of tips and bar gigs, you know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Got Bill Passalacqua on my mind. I want to play a Bill Pass song, but not one of those bluegrass ones. He writes so many great bluegrass songs, but if you don't have his album called Long Way Home, I'm going to play you the title track right now and try to do it justice. Sounds a little something like this. Are you scared like me? Are you frightened? Is it a cross to bear or a load lightened? I feel both of these, the brake and the crutch. Hobbled by fear and talking too much. It's a long way home and I'm not ready. I don't even know which way to go. You going your way and me going mine. Maybe they're the same, but right now we just don't know. Flying down the road too fast for gravel, waiting for the tires to unravel. Your foot dances back between the brake, the clutch. You're shifting in your seat and you're taking too much. It's a long way home and I'm not ready. I don't even know which way to go. You going your way and me going mine. Maybe they're the same, but right now we just don't know. Fly around the old man's farm. A rooster screams out of a broken down barn. Smashed fence, tire tracks, a beak, a cluck. A farmer on his tractor is watching your truck. It's a long way home, now I'm not ready. I don't even know which way to go. You going your way and me going mine. Maybe they're the same, but right now we just don't know. Flying down the road, too fast for gravel, waiting for the tires to unravel. Your foot dances back between the brake, the clutch. You're shifting in your seat and you're talking too much. It's a long way home, now I'm not ready. I don't even know which way to go. You going your way and me going mine. Maybe they're the same, but right now we just don't know. Long Way Home by Bill Passalacqua rocked out so hard I knocked my earpiece out. That's on Bill's album called Long Way Home. Hey, Bill Pass, is Long Way Home available on the internet anywhere? Can people check that out on Bandcamp or maybe, I don't know, iTunes or Spotify or one of those things? Long Way Home by Bill Pass. I think High Test String Band is too new to have an album, but I know they're doing some Bill Passalacqua songs, so I'm sure you can find some of them songs too. Willie Ford is definitely out there recorded somewhere. Thank you very much, Bill. I thought you might like that. We got a big show coming up. All Together now is a Thursday night thing, and next week there's no show on December 3rd. Our buddy Jeff Gaynor will be here on the 17th. Ely Amy in the house. Thursday, December 31st, New Year's Eve. What are you doing for New Year's Eve? Huh? On New Year's Eve, we're going to start at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, and we'll go until a little after 12 o'clock, maybe 12:30. And I've been thinking about songs that I might play at a big party, and I'm going to try one for you, and you got to pray for me. Put your hand clap emojis in the comments, but put your hands together at home for Greg Klyma, because I'm going to do this in public. I've done this at house. I've done it at home. It's worked out. I don't know. Maybe I should put on a shoe so I don't miss a step on the thing. I put on a slipper, ladies and gentlemen. I got a Croc on my foot right now. I'm not giving you a Croc. I'm wearing a Croc is what I'm doing right now, because that's how badly I want to get this song right. And then after I play it, I'll show you a little teaser for New Year's Eve, and then we'll have the odds with Tony P. Anyway, let's see. Whoop. Where'd the sound go? The sound went away. What happened? Come back, sound. Well, that's weird. Huh. All I did was nothing. I said, pray for me, and you all knocked my guitar out. It was like working, it don't work anymore. What's going on? That's the opposite of what I was asking from everybody. I gotta hope I have another chord nearby. It could be the chord. I was talking about this exact thing with Becky Hall the other day. She had some highfalutin engineering work to do, and her computer stopped working. Right now, it just went blue screen on her, and I was like, I can relate. You know, sometimes you get to the show and the amp worked when you were at home, and then you get to the show and the amp ain't working anymore. And I just said, pray for me. I'm gonna try something, and the guitar stopped working. I gotta hope it's the cable. Well, that did something. Huh? Jiggle, jiggle? You know, sometimes you just gotta Fonzie it. You jiggle it a little bit. It's coming back. Something's up though. Is it that thing? There you go. I did a little Fonzie on it and it worked. Great. Thank you, Fonzie. E. Allegra walks in and I'm jazzed. I don't know. She's got like, she brings the energy, man. All right. Okay, I think this is it. Wait a minute, it's freaking going in and out on me again. What is this? This is a coup. This is a coup is what this is. I'm gonna try this one last thing. I want to do this. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna just insist on doing it. How about now? Nah, can't believe it. It just. It's like the amp is starting to quit on me or something. Huh, that's no good. Well, I don't know. I was so excited about playing this exact song, and now I'm having a major technical difficulty with it. I'm flummoxed. Or actually, no, I'm not flummoxed. I'm upset because it was going to be fun, and I don't know which cable is doing the thing. One of them's acting up. Live entertainment. Bring the live, baby. How about now? That's so weird that it's like coming in and going out like that. All right, you know what? Bear with me, friends, because this would be good. And I have one other possible solution for this dilemma. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Can't hardly believe that this would do exactly what it's doing right exactly now, especially after working so well on that other song. That's the part that's really hard to take. See, it's going out of there, up to there. So shoot, I need to go, what do I need to do? I need to go out of here. I need to go out over there and in over here, hope for the best, and then try that other cable. Y'all talking amongst yourselves? This is part of the. I keep acting like I didn't mean for this to happen, but this is totally part of the show.
Someone says you need to go fund me.
Well, I'm concerned actually that what might be happening is the my little champ amplifier might be having an end of life moment. That would not be great. All right, that one's working. So yeah, I thought it was cables, but it might be the amplifier. I'll have to deal with that more later. Sorry for that delay, everybody. Thanks for hanging tough with me. This was going to be so much better when it was smooth, but now it's now it's live entertainment show business. So it's got this whole other value to it. All right. Yep, there it is. Let's give it a go. party going on right here. A celebration to last all the years. Bring your good times, bring your laughter too. We gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now, celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! Woo-hoo!
It's a celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on!
It's a celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on! Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last all the years. Bring your good times, bring your laughter too. We gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now, celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! Woo-hoo! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on! Celebrate good times, come on! Oh, what, there's a party here too. Good time tonight. I almost forgot. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. Celebrate good times, come on! It's a celebration. Good time, come on! Across the finish line. Oh, good gracious. That was so fun. So worth the wait. Yes, absolutely. Hey, I told you we got a show coming up on New Year's Eve. Check this out. We'll be right back with the odds with Tony P. Everybody. Friends and neighbors, do you need a break from the headline news? Do you get a little bit tired of watching and waiting for some people to concede their losses? Are you like me? And you just need a little break from what they're talking about on the Fox and the CNN and the NPR. Well, then you're in luck, because here on All Together Now, our good friend Tony P. Henderson drops by and he digs through the news to find those oddball news stories that don't get covered on your Fox and your MSNBC. And we got a little segment here that we like to call The Odds. Tony P, are you in there? Tony? Where? Hey, Tony P.
All right. And now I'm here.
I'll
here,
stop.
Greg.
I'll stop yelling.
How you doing? How's it been? How's it going?
Apparently, I need to relax, but I'm doing well.
It's everything. Things are all right. Things are all right since we last spoke. So, yeah, man, relax, chill out a bit. There you go.
And it's in through the nose, out through the mouth. You got to hold it here.
Bring it in, yeah. And
Meditate.
You let it go through your entire body, yeah.
You got to let it. You got to let it go, like in that movie Frozen. You got to let it go.
I feel like you know the routine. You just weren't doing it. So
sometimes I forget. It's good to be reminded. Thank you for being a good friend.
And it's good to see you. I overheard when you were looking for me some mention of those other news networks.
Yeah,
some of the news they were covering. I did not see this one. I got a crazy one, as always, just for you. Now, looking at you, Greg, you know I've got to know you. I consider you a friend, but you don't seem like the type to get many haircuts. Is that correct?
Interesting that you should bring that up. For a lot of my life, my mom has cut my hair. She has a beautician's license, and even with her arthritic fingers, when I go home, my mom cuts my hair. And I have found one other person in the known universe who I like the job they do, and they cut my hair. It's Tollivers out in Effingham, Illinois, and our guest tonight is Bill Passalacqua, the High Test String Band. They're all out in Effingham, Illinois. If anybody out there knows Tolliver, give him a love. I love his work. But since the pandemic has started, and just like a week ago, I've given myself 3 haircuts. And it's
in a week?
Not in a week, since the pandemic started. So like in the last 8 months, I have cut my own hair 3 times.
Well, let's just say I'm glad you're wearing a hat, as am I.
Me too. See my haircut? Ain't it great? Don't you like it? It's great.
For me,
I took the hat off.
It's simply because I don't have much hair, so I wear the hat. So let's not get a little jealous. In Texas, apparently they just started the 2020 Kids Mullet Championships. This is a thing. It's a real thing. Apparently they take it serious, so much so it's put on by the USA Mullet Championship Foundation. Like, it's an organized.
Of course there's an organization.
Circuit. So an 8-year-old won this year. His name is Jax. He took home $500.
Wow.
$500 and a gift package, and he beat out 100 other kids. This here is Jax. He is an 8-year-old, so I find myself, I just in my heart can't make fun of an 8-year-old child. But that is an award-winning mullet there. I wish I could make fun of his parents, but they took home $500. So they're doing something right, according to by the way, there's a president of the USA Mullet Championship, and he said during these tough times, it's important to have fun. So that's what 2020 needed.
Jax looks like he's having a blast.
He does. Jax looks like a good kid. I cannot make fun of this kid. 12-year-old Noah from Illinois got $200 for his second place mullet.
Tell me, did you do this graphic? Did they do this graphic, or are there actually mullet championship trading cards. 'Cause-
And no, this is from mulletchamp.com. Apparently makes these cards. Try to get the bubble gum, collect them all. And the last one I will show you is legitimately my favorite. So this last one is third place, bronze winner, Jude. Jude won $100 and some sunglasses, and Jude here is only 7. And I must say, as far as mullets go, I legitimately, sincerely like this one. I think they call it the modern mullet. It has, some color, some dye, a little blend or fade or something there. I like it. I
I don't know that it tops Jack's, but I think it would have been second place if I were voting.
Well,
yeah,
it's
look
hard.
at that.
It's hard to top Jack's, the reigning 2020 USA mullet champion. Greg, what do you think? We both have some facial hair. Can we maybe do like a modern mullet dye? I don't know how that would work. You have more hair than me. Maybe next time you'll have the mullet.
I'm afraid to speculate on where this could go.
You're a wise man, Greg. I'll admit you haven't known me very long, but you've known me long enough.
Yeah, I'm picking up on the cues. I'm actually proud of myself. Yeah.
Well, if I don't see you, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Do you have any big plans or do anything crazy?
I don't have any plans. I was struggling with it for many weeks on whether or not I would go back to Buffalo. My family's all back in Western New York, and I thought I would make my way there. And all these the reports about the COVID-19 and the numbers going up everywhere is just it's very concerning. And I was talking to my parents the one day, and without any prompting, my mom says to me, I don't think you should come home for Thanksgiving this year. We would love to see you, but the numbers here are going up, et cetera, et cetera. One thing led to another, and the decision that I was struggling with was made for me in that moment. So I'm gonna keep it in Boston, and I don't know, probably just make some more chicken soup and hunker down, and we'll have another holiday a little farther down the line. How about you?
It's unfortunate, but I think they're probably making the right choice. I have a very small family and they're local. So I'm probably going to go see them for the first time in a while. Think we're all going to get tested, make sure everyone's okay before we visit. And again, it's just my mom and my dad. So we keep it very small. Regardless, whatever you do, you always have the parade to check out. I'm a big fan. I won't be missing it this year. It's going to be a little bit different.
Yes.
But I never missed the parade. So
that's this whole year. A little bit different.
You summed it up well. Well, Greg, before I let you go, man, High Test String Band was awesome. I'm looking forward to hearing more from them. I hope you guys have fun today, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Well, thank you so much. Until we meet again, my friend.
And you'll have that mullet. I'm looking forward to it.
Stay safe out there.
Later, man.
Tony P. Henderson. Check him out on YouTube. It's called The Oddcast. You will love it. It's bits like this and so much more. So happy to have Tony P. as part of our All Together Now family. Now, what do you say? Where the hell did I put that thing? I think it's time we spin the wheel for Kale Store. Right. Hello, everybody. This kale portion of the show is brought to you by our friends at Maker's Mark Kentucky Bourbon. I'm a little winded after that. Celebrate good times. Come on, we're going to the Kale Store. Celebrate good times at the Kale Store. I wonder if the Kale Store. I need to talk with the manager. All right, enough of this fooling around. You didn't come here for the fooling around. You came here for the video wizardry, courtesy of our friend Aaron Sugar. Time for me to spin the Kale Store wheel. And God, I'm hoping it's one of the versions I know how to play because I've read minor key. I said I hoped it was going to be one of the ones. But I haven't played the minor key version in a while. Oh boy, I was kind of hoping for this. That one I'm ready to play. All right, minor key version. How do I do this? I'd ask you to pray for me, but we know how that goes now, don't we? Thank you very much. Everyone, get in the car. We're going to the kale store. They've got grains and granola bars, but kale's what we go there for. You can buy tofu or kombucha, a bag of goji berries, whatever suits ya. But as for me, I'm going green. I'm going to the kale store. Everyone should eat more kale. It makes you healthier without fail. I tell you with confidence, it's rich in nutrients and antioxidants, vitamin K and vitamin C, beta carotene and more. So don't delay, today's the day. We're going to the kale store. Don't forget your cotton bag, paper and plastic are bad. Any produce that you don't eat, you can throw it on your compost heap. I don't want to preach to you, my friends. Don't want you thinking I'm a bore, but it'd be cool if we carpool when going to the kale store. Kale store. Everyone, get in the car. We're going to the kale store. They've got greens, they've got granola bars, but kale's what we go there for. You can buy tofu or kombucha, a bag of goji berries, whatever suits ya. But as for me, I'm going green. I'm going to the kale store. But as for me, I'm going green. I'm going to the kale store. The kale store. Let's go to the store. Something about that song was reminding me about that Bill Pa song about Chloe and Katie. They had a bucket full of chalk. Chloe and Katie had a bucket full of chalk. Had a little bit of that vibe in there. Bill Pa in the house tonight. Put your hand clap emojis in the comments for me, ladies and gentlemen. I don't ask much. If you can tip on the Venmo and PayPal, I say thank you. But all I ask is that you share the video and that you put your hand clap emojis in the comments for me. Anyway, hey, you know what? Enough of the silliness. Let's get sincere here for a few minutes. And if you like to waltz, the song is for you. I got a niece, her name is Emily Grace, and a bunch of years ago now, I wrote a song for her, and it's available on By Request Volume 2 on Bandcamp, and it is called I Walk Like This. I do not walk like a rooster, don't walk like a kangaroo. I do not walk like an elephant neither, and I do not walk like you. I walk like this. This is the way that I walk, the way that I step. I walk like this. This is the way step. I walk like this. This is the way that I walk, the way that I step like this. Some people never walk at all. Some folks go on for miles and miles. Some people imitate, other folks emulate. I have my own style. I walk like this. This is the way that I walk, the way that I step. I walk like this. This is the way that I walk, the way that I step like this. I walk like this. When I wrote that song, I think Emily was 4 years old at the time, and she was the celebrity child on the Variety Kids telethon there in Buffalo, New York. And my family was really involved with the telethon, and they talked about how Uncle Greg had the song, and the folks that run the telethon had me come on at like 8:30 or whatever in the morning. It's the only gig I've ever done in my life that was at 8:30 in the morning, paid me $0, and was amazingly fulfilling. Can't imagine another scenario that would have that going for it. So Emily comes over by the piano, and there's a spinet piano in my parents' house, and when I wrote the song, I played it for her at the house. But when she's standing, 4 years old, you know, when she's standing right there, I can look at her, and we're not on TV live, you know, so I can be like, and I didn't mind all that much. But when we were on the telethon at 8:30 in the morning, you know, I was like, Emily, I'm not going to be able to look at you. She wanted to stand, the cameras were over there looking at this side, you know, so she's like standing right here, and I'm like, I won't be able to be looking at you. I'm going to have to look at my hands, okay? I'm going to have to look in this general direction, not this direction over here. And she turns to the, I don't know if you call it a hostess or whatever on a telethon, but the MC, you know, one of the 4 MCs, she turns to the person that was going to be MCing this portion of the show, and she looks up at the person, and she goes, I want to sit on the piano. So she did. And she sat on the piano, and I played her the song, and she sang along with me. They held a microphone up in front of her, and she didn't realize, she's 4 years old, she's never done this before, but everybody at the telethon stopped what they were doing. No one was like moving a camera over here or getting the bit ready for the next bit over there. Nobody was doing anything but watching this happen, all right? And so like, we're 2 verses into it, and somebody back there goes, woo! And she's been like this the whole time. She's like, suddenly realizes there's like 100 people watching us right now, you know? And at the end of it, there's like mad applause, and the television network put it on their YouTube for a little while or whatever. It was like the thing that happened at the telethon that year. And I think she's the first celebrity child that ever actually sang a song on the show. So there's that too. All right, enough yapping. You didn't come here for the yapping. My mom called me up the one day. She says, Greg, I think maybe sometimes you talk too much. I said, Mom, there's some people out there that like to listen to me, that they think it makes the show more intimate for some people. My mom says to me, really? so anyway, not going to send out this next song to my mom. No. This song, I'm going to send this one out to my friends Carol White and Bill Pasalacqua and Paul Davis. And I think Peggy likes this one too. And anybody that needs this one tonight, I'm sending it out to you. All right, it goes like this. There's a place in the cement where you put your hands when you were 5. All those years ago it made you giggle. Now it just chews you up inside. To think That sidewalk isn't going anywhere. That handprint is an artifact. They'll both be in this town forever, but you don't want to end up like that. There must be more to living. That's coming through loud and clear. You want the end of the rainbow. That rainbow doesn't touch down here. When moonlight burns to ashes, this place just brings you down. If you can't find something to believe in here, start looking in another town. Your parents gave you freedom and affection. Your parents taught you how to make your own decisions. Hey, you're a big kid now. There won't be no going away party. You'll just pack up all your stuff. This town's been good to you somehow, but just isn't good enough. There must be more living. That's coming through loud and clear. You want the end of the rainbow. That rainbow doesn't touch down here. When moonlight burns to ashes, this place just brings you down. If you can't find something to believe in here, start looking in another town. So what are you waiting for? I mean, like, what is it gonna take for you to be sure? The longer that you wait, the harder it's gonna be. Just start packing, don't look back. The world is waiting for you to shout. I'm free. There must be more to living. That's coming through loud and clear. You want the end of the rainbow. That rainbow doesn't touch down here. When moonlight burns to ashes, this place just brings you down. If you can't find something to believe in here, start looking in another town. 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 Another Town. Originally recorded on something called Not a Complicated Guy, available on an album called Klyma Live in Buffalo, if you can find it. And maybe one of these days I'll have to put it on one of them by request volume, this, that, or the other thing. But right now, friends, right now, you know, me playing piano, call that free jazz. Next show, December 3rd, next show, we have a real piano player in the house. His name is Jeff Gaynor. You hear him every week with the opening theme, you know. All together now. That's Jeff Gaynor. He's going to be in the house on December 3rd. Let me tell you all about it. Coming up on the December 3rd episode of All Together Now, our musical guest will be Jeff Gaynor.
Tell you a story about a hero bold and brave.
Tony P has another installment of The Odds. All this and other shenanigans, same Klyma time, same Klyma channel. We'll see you in the comments. Thanks for being here. Well, here we are with Bill Passalacqua. How you doing there, Pos?
You know, I'm doing a lot better, Greg. Thanks for asking.
Yeah? When you say you're doing a lot better, thanks for asking, what exactly are you talking about?
Well, I was struck with the COVID. I went hiking in Utah thinking we had a plan. You know, we all got tested and stuff. And long story, but I ended up coming out of the desert with COVID. And so then I gave it to my wife. Now she's better and back to work. We're all better. But boy, it doesn't look good. You know, the numbers are terrible.
You know, there are people that think the numbers are inflated and don't believe that it's actually a thing. So you can say from firsthand experience, the numbers are pretty accurate and it's a real thing.
Well, I'm no numbers guy, but I had it and it sucked. It sucked pretty bad. And I could see how if you were vulnerable in some way, asthma, for example, whatever, it'd be really bad, you know? And like, obviously, if you look at the numbers, 1,000 people plus are dying every day. So something's real.
It's exciting news from Pfizer and Moderna, huh?
Very exciting. Yeah. In fact, I put out a post on social media this morning about how excited I was to see the numbers. 94.5% success with Moderna and 91 or something from Pfizer. That's exciting.
Yeah, Becky used a fancy word, efficacy. 94.5% efficacy.
Whoa, she must be a scientist.
Precisely.
So that's exciting because, you know, I do festivals is my line of work. I mean, I run a not-for-profit called POS Music Works, NFP, and we do festivals and concerts, and this allows us to start planning again for next summer and next fall. We have Moccasin Creek scheduled for Father's Day weekend, which will be June 17th through the 20th.
I see you wearing your MCF shirt there. There you go.
Yeah, year 2.
Good job.
Year 2. Yeah,
one of my favorite shirts.
You know, with the COVID, I got down to 189 pounds. I can finally wear this shirt again.
So there's a plus side.
One of the upsides. And not to joke about a serious topic, but anyway, so we have Moccasin in June, and we have in September, we're doing Summer Sundown, September 1920. And then in October, we have the Wonder Down Music Festival down in McCanda, Illinois, and that's October 8, 9, 10, I think is that weekend anyway. We're trying to add a blues festival in July, but we haven't nailed it down yet.
Is all this information that you're sharing right now available on a website? Have the websites been updated at this point, or is that coming soon?
That's a great question. No, I don't think so, because we really haven't had this good news is so recent that we haven't made a big move, but we're working on it.
Well, cool.
But, you will be joining us for Moccasin Creek.
Yay!
In June.
I didn't want to ask, but I was hoping that was the news.
well, I mean, you were on the bill last year. We didn't change anything. The only person that we lost for the festival was Gretchen Peters, who's going to be spending all of June in London or in England, and so we're trying to replace her. We've got some offers out, but anyway, you'll be joined by John Fulbright and Bruce Robinson and Kelly Willis and Jamie Harris. It's going to be
another great lineup at Moccasin Creek Festival.
Yeah, it's the sweetest little festival in the Midwest, and we hope
man,
you do good work. Thanks, man.
You do good work, Bill Poss. You do good
You're
things.
a big part of it.
Thank you for having me as part of it. I feel privileged. Hey, man, we got the High Test String Band laying it down on All Together now tonight. How about we get another song from your bluegrass unit?
Greg, we've been having so much fun with this band, and it's been one of the best things for us about the lockdowns. We've been spending every Wednesday night sort of 6 feet apart, but playing our music and having a great time. And thanks for having us as a guest on your show.
Well, let's treat everybody to another song. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the High Test String Band. Put those hand clap emojis in the comments for Bill Poss.
That's my line.
Love you, brother. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. We are the High Test String Band. Back for you. This is Tony Martin on the banjo, Kendall Scott on the lead guitar. I'm Bill Post, singing and playing rhythm guitar. Bill Martin on the mandolin, and Garrett Burris on the upright bass. We are the High Test String Band. You can find us on Facebook by that name, High Test String Band. So I'm going to sing a song that I wrote some years ago about missing my family. I was on the road for a long time as a solo singer-songwriter, and I wasn't in very high demand. I had a lot of time to go home and visit with my family and pick and grin with my dad and visit my nieces. And I got to a point where I started playing with bands, and then I got into a band that played about 250 nights a year, and we were gone almost all the time, and I didn't get to see my family very much for a long time, about 5 years. So it made me real sad and lonely and missing them, and so I wrote this song. It's called I Hardly Ever See Him Anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. My brother's girls grew up and moved away. They moved a little farther every day. It seems we just got started when I heard the slamming, and I hardly ever see them anymore. I hardly ever see them anymore. I wonder if they ever think of me. And even when I see them, it's never like before. I hardly ever see them anymore. My favorite was first passed away. He gave me favorite treatment, so they say. And he died on my birthday back in 1980. I hardly ever see him anymore. I hardly ever see him anymore. I wonder if they ever think of me. And even when I see them, it's never like before. I hardly ever see them anymore. My daddy was a banjo man. I guess he knows that I'm his biggest fan. I love to pick my guitar and hear the Gibson, but I hardly ever see them anymore. I hardly ever see them anymore. I wonder if they ever think of me. And even when I see them, it's never like before. I hardly ever see them anymore. Step on it, Tony. My sister's the beaches now. Last time I saw her passes like a dream. She waved as I boarded the train to Baltimore, but I hardly ever see them anymore. I hardly ever see them anymore. I wonder if they ever think of me. And even when I see them, it's never like before. I hardly ever see them anymore. out to Mr. Greg Klyma, all together now. I want to say thanks for having us. And Greg's a road warrior, so he knows what it's like to miss his family on the road too. Thanks for having us, Greg. All right, we are the High Test String Band.
You want to hear One Foot in the Grave? I'll give you the One Foot in the Grave. Here's a little something my friend Bill Passalacqua and I wrote together a long, long time ago. I come from a long line of self-abusers. My great-grandpa was an opium user. My old man, well, he liked to drink. And that's where I get it from, I think. But we're only here for a short while. You may as well go around in style. I was born with one foot in the grave. So whose life am I gonna save? My cousin Benny did yoga and always ate right. He got hit by a train last night. His wife Jenny never once sniffed glue. She was riding shotgun, now she's dead too. You know it, only here for a short while. You may as well go around in style. I was born with one foot in the grave. So whose life am I gonna save? Well, look who's here, everybody. Hey, Pops.
Hey, Klyma. Mind if I sing one?
Yeah, man, go for it. Bringing it around for you right now on the guitar.
My granny's got the nerves, you should see her shake. She swears that it ain't from the pills she takes. No, she says it's the coffee that shakes her hand. But it ain't the percolator, it's the Percodan.
You know it, only here for a short while. You may as well go around in style. I was born with one foot in the grave. So whose life am I gonna save? My buddy Ed has a garden and he gives me cucumbers. Found out he got the sickness though and his days are numbered. So he's replanted that garden with a different seed. Now he throws away the veggies and he keeps the weed. You know it, only here for a short while. You may as well go around in style. I was born with one foot in the grave. So whose life am I gonna save? Hey, why don't you tell everybody about your aunt, Bill Poss? Tell everybody about your aunt. Bring it around for you one time here on the guitar.
My Aunt Irene, she's a bit obscene. She liked the dirty movies and magazines. She rubbed the zippers out of all her jeans. Now the corners of the table have a glossy sheen.
You know what?
Only here for a short while. You may as well go around in style.
I was born with one foot in the grave.
So whose life am I gonna save?
Well, last night I dreamed that I met my ruin. From all the alcohol that I had been consuming, I had a smile on my face and my belly fat. Woke up, laughed it off and said,
I'll drink to that.
You know, Bill, I'm not too sure everybody out there in All Together Now land picked up a glass and said, I'll drink to that. we should bring it back around on the guitar, give him another chance.
Let's do it.
Well, last night I dreamed that I met my ruin. From all the maker's mark bourbon I had been consuming, I had a smile on my face and my belly fat. Woke up, laughed it off and said,
I'll drink to that. People are uptight wherever you go. Somebody points a finger and tells you no.
But when I'm dead and gone, the plain truth will be that I never done harm to anyone but little Paws and me, you know.
Only here for a short, short while. You may as well go around in style.
I was bored with one foot in the grave.
So whose life am I gonna save?
You know it, only here for a short, short while.
You may as well go around in style.
I was bored with one foot in the grave. So whose life am I gonna save?
Great job, Greg.
How about it for Bill Pasalacqua, everybody? I made it. I can't hardly believe it. Cheers, friends. I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that and then some. All right, let's see. My computer has frozen. I can't see live comments right now. I'm really bummed. I went to chime in, and all of a sudden it's like technology. But the thing is, I was afraid to force my computer to stop, thinking that like that could interrupt the stream. It seems to be working, so I'm like, we're going with that, you know. We have a special thing for you tonight. Professor Monster Johnson is going to close the show with a reading of the Gettysburg Address. But in the meantime, I'm going to play a couple of more songs for you here. I know Bill Pasalacqua. How about it for Little Pos? How about it for the High Test String Band? How about it for Tony P? Are you subscribed to Tony P, the Oddcast, on YouTube? Tony P. Henderson, the Oddcast, is on YouTube. Allegra Longfellow, Professor Monster Johnson, they're all part of Vaudeville Pictures, Vaudeville Puppets. I think it's youtube.com/Vaudeville Pictures. Please subscribe to everybody. Sharing videos, so valuable. Comments, so valuable. Subscribing to our channels means the world, especially in these crazy times. So let's see here. Bill Pasalacqua grew up in Effingham, Illinois, and that is right on the train line where this song takes place. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. Along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out at Kankakee and rolls along past houses, farms, and fields, passing trains that have no name and graveyards full of old black men and the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are ya? Hey, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'm trying to play the song and trying to telepathize to you. Get over behind me here so you can be in the shot. You know, like that. The shot is behind me. I'm like I'm trying to sing and be telepathic. It doesn't work. Dealing cards with the old man in the club car. the bottle. Feel the wheels rumble beneath the floor. And the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpets made of steam. Mothers with their babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rails is all they dream. Good morning, America, how are ya? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home and we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling along to the seas. And all the town's people seem to fade into a bad dream, and the steel rails still ain't heard the news. Conductor sings his songs again, and the passengers will please refrain. This train has got the disappearing railroad blues. Now it's good night, America, how are ya? And don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Let's sing it again. Good night, America. Here we go. Good night, America, how are ya? And don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Yes, I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. City of New Orleans. Becky Hall, everybody singing the harmonies. I wish I could see the comments right now. I'm sure you're all going all caps, exclamation points. Becky! I'm sure a couple of you shift. Nobody ever does the all caps Greg. It's always like all caps Becky, and then every now and then parenthetically in lowercase letters, small print if they have that feature. It's I know who you want on the show. That's why we keep asking her to do it. It's not because it's in her house. No, it's popular demand. That's what it is. Hey, I'm goofing around again. I do that. Bill Postelacqua and the High Test String Band have been awesome all night long. City of New Orleans, written by the late, great Steve Goodman. delivered to you first by Mr. Arlo Guthrie. Willie Nelson had a hit with it, and we like to do it here on the show. Steve Goodman wrote a bunch of great songs. I really ought to set my mind to learning one or two of the other ones. Right now, I want to play one more song for you, and then we have a special treat. Today is the anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, and earlier in the day, I was playing around on the piano. I don't know if you want to sneak past that banjo. And I played the song, and I'm like, oh my God, I should totally play this song before Monster Johnson reads the Gettysburg Address. So, I'm going to give it a try. I think it's the right one to play. Goes a little something like this. Maybe you've already guessed which one it's going to be. Virgil Kane is the name, and I served on the Danville train. So Stallman's cavalry came and tore up the tracks again. Was the winter of '65. We were hungry, just barely alive. But May the 10th when Richmond fell, it's a time I remember oh so well. The night they drove old Dixie town, the bells were ringing the night they drove old Dixie town. The people were singing, they went na 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 na. Back with my wife in Tennessee, when one day she calls to me, Virgil, quick, come see, there goes Robert E. Lee. Now I don't mind chopping wood, and I don't care if my money no good. You take what you need and you leave the rest, but they should never have taken the very best. The night they drove old Dixie town, the bells were ringing the night they drove old Dixie town. The people were singing, they went na 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 na. Like my father before me, I will work the land. Like my brother before me, who took a rebel stand. He was just 18, proud and brave, but a Yankee laid him in his grave. I swear by the blood below my feet, you can't raise a cane back up when he's in defeat. The night they drove old Dixie town, the bells were ringing the night they drove old Dixie town. The people were singing, they went na 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 na. The night they drove old Dixie town, the bells were ringing the night they drove old Dixie town. The people were singing, they went na 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 na.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now, we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who gave their lives here, that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here, dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they here gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from this earth.
I hadn't kissed any girls, I hadn't made any friends, and it was kind of bumming me out.